What a gorgeous camping spot. Look at there. We have an awesome view. This is in Moab.
Called Behind the Rocks.
It's called Behind the Rocks. But
there is BLM camping behind the rocks.
But this is not it.
This is not it. This is further up the road.
Yeah. As you can see, everyone is packing up because there's a gentleman back here that came in today and told Kevin that this is more or less leased land. And that
from the government or the state, we're not sure.
Right.
Because the sign up the road said BLM land. But you know how it is, you'll leave BLM in and go into private property, then you go back into BLM.
Right.
There's no line, no, because they have what they call an arch down here to look at the end of this road.
Right. Picture frame arch.
Picture frame arch is the end of this road, and normally that means BLM picks back up when you see BLM signs on the way.
Right.
But also we see signs of private property on the left coming in. Somewhat confusing because there's no real sign down this way to tell you this is a leased section of land.
Right.
It's slightly fenced off. But we've seen this on BLM lands before. And Forest Service lands where they'll have some fences. We're thinking maybe it's for cattle or whatever.
Right.
Or areas where they just want you to camp in those areas.
Exactly. I don't know.
And she'll show you the sign of one of the events coming up here where there's going to be an estimated 2,000 people in this area.
Exactly. They're going to be filling this whole area here.
On Saturday the 9th.
Yes.
And they're revelers and partiers and just good time folks having a good old marathon time out here.
Wow. We didn't like the folks that were out here earlier who left today.
On the other side of us,
but
in the other area like this is kind of
right over there.
Well, it's
further
600
up,
yards
yeah.
from here.
But they played loud music, had fireworks all night long.
Now across the street here, which was confusing to us, is BLM day use land.
Day use.
Day use over there. And they have camping signs out here along the road.
Right.
Designating camping or no camping.
Yes.
Right down there where that last car is, over that little rise there, there's a sign, no camping next 3 miles.
Exactly.
Didn't say that up here.
I'm going to go down here and read this little 8x10 sign they have down here.
And they've sanctioned this area off right where we're camping.
I mean, don't you think if you're going to have a major event that
you
would
land
have
that you use for events,
that you would have a bigger sign than 8x10?
This land is for events. It's leased land. How hard is that?
Exactly.
We didn't know.
Well, we had a nice camp here, let me tell you.
This is the first time we've ever camped on non-BLM land without knowing.
Right.
Because of the signage not giving us the proper direction.
Right.
There's a sign up here that you stop after you come into the camping area, a list of rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, but by the party that came in here today, some people we don't even know, this land is not monitored by BLM or the sheriff's office. So this is just land that's, because that's why I guess they were driving their cars through the middle of the night.
Yeah,
And
no rules.
And they didn't even have lights on some of them.
Right.
They were running up down the roads, playing in a big mud hole down here.
And
so we don't know. It's, hey.
And they were riding up and down this road right here, coming right up through our camp.
But not out here all night long. They came up here a couple times and that was it. Then they turned around and left because they would get confused, I guess, in the dark.
I think there's a sign right down here on this side too.
Two of them for this area.
Look at that beautiful mountain range. A little bit of snow on the big peak there. These others had snow on them, but it's melted away. But that's okay. Let's go down here and read this sign. So y'all see this little sign right here? This is supposed to be telling us this is not BLM, and this is in an event area. Don't you think you need a little bit of a bigger sign? Just a little bit. Wow. Who knew? I never knew this kind of thing. So you have this one here, and you have that one there. However, there's no camping up here until you get to that stake right there. So it's very confusing. It's like one little slot here of land that you cannot camp on because these folks leased it. Who knew? I mean, from that, you don't know that they are leasing it. We didn't know that 1,500 to 2,000 people were going to come here on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're a little upset that we got the wrong kind of information to camp here. But we know, and we should have known, because the road going out looks just like this. Even worse in some places. You've got these big, deep gullies. Well, this one's not so deep, but out there on the main road, this is about, at least 2 feet deep. Deep enough that if you go over in that, you're going to go sideways. Very pretty place to camp. Just needed a little bit more information. I mean, if we had known it was leased land, we wouldn't have come here in the first place. But nothing, I mean, that's what was marked. Those little yellow pieces of paper. Who knew? And it says right here that this is a camp spot. I can't imagine that there's going to be 2,000 people here in this area. That's a lot of folks in a small area. And this says, ride with respect. This is site number 11. Wood cutting prohibited. Porta potty required. I guess that means it's leased land. Haha. Pack in and pack out. That sounds like BLM to me. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put the drone up so y'all can see our camp area. out one of those pumps. Is there something right there? Go. Roll it up again. Look at it. What is that? Okay, Daryl came and got us, and he's going to take Doug and Bobby back to our car so they can come back and get us to get the bikes. Thank you, Daryl. Is this not gorgeous? It is just gorgeous. How awesome is that? We're going to go up here. This bridge goes across the Colorado River. So how cool is that? This is the bike path. They have very nice bike paths here. Oh my goodness, we have had a blast today. And this bike path goes all the way across the bridge, and you can see it up there where you meet the main road. It switches back this way and you can go up the mountain. It's a 7% grade. Holy moly. Woo! And this is the Colorado River. And you can ride this bike trail all the way down into the canyon. How cool. Very cool indeed.